I remember there was one annoying Pokemon kid on the bus, and I would steal his Pokemon cards. I hated that little bitch. I remember I slapped him or something. I either like slapped him or punched him. And the bus driver, instead of getting mad at me, this made me like this bus driver. But in hindsight, it's fucked up. But the bus driver, he was like, to the kid, to the boy, he was like, "Why are you crying? Because a girl hit you. Man up." I was like, yeah, man up. One ass. That's enough to traumatize a man. I used to torment that kid like crazy, but he deserved it. He deserved it. What made you hate the kid so much? He was just an asshole. He would get all smug and smarmy about Pokemon, and he would act like he knew more about Pokemon than I did. And as a kid, you know, that's like a great blow to your honor, right? So I'd hit him. He always wanted to sit in like the front row of the school bus. So I'd sit right behind him. And I would just harass him the entire bus ride. I would like smack him upside the head and stuff. And I would like, if I sat like one seat behind, so there was like the front row and then the second row, and I could sit in the third row, and I could stand, I could like stand on the seat, and I could reach over and I could like smack him because my arms were long enough. And then I'd like pull back and I'd like dip down so he didn't know that I was there. But I definitely liked him. No, definitely not. Definitely not. Not that kid. You're such an asshole. It was fun to be mean to, but in like a genuine, like mean way. Because he thought he was better than me. There was this one kid I would fight with all the time. We would fight. There was like this big field. There's this big field. And the teachers never bothered to go all the way out into the field. And they couldn't tell what you were doing in the field. So me and this other boy would just beat the shit out of each other. Me and this other boy, we would just fucking beat the shit out of each other the entire fucking recess. And we pretend to be like anime characters and shit. We would like charge up our attacks and stuff and like try to like throw each other and shit. Like we were throwing down, man. And we only got in trouble for it like twice over the course of the entire school year, I think. Fight Club, yeah. And he's the kid that I threw up on his chair. So I was like proud of myself as a kid. I was like, I threw up on my enemy's chair. And he was mad about it. Are you sure you're a Foyd? I'm female, I swear. And then I moved away. And I was like, I don't have anybody to fight with anymore. I don't have anybody to fight with anymore. And then many years later, in middle school, I went to a new school pretty far away. And that kid ended up moving to that school as well. We didn't have very many classes together, but the classes that we did have, or I think we only had one. Yeah, I think we only had one class together. But it was cool. It was like meeting your old nemesis again. Did you beat him up again? No. By that point, I was so introverted. We played like board games with each other. That's the most battling that happened. Revenge match? No. Did you fight again? Only via board games. Would you fight him again if he challenged you today? Yeah. I'd kick his ass, too. Are you sure he wasn't actually a friend? I guess so. I guess in hindsight, yeah, we were friends. I wouldn't have called him my friend. I would have said, that's my nemesis. That's my rival. My enemy. Okay, Miss can't do a push-up. I'd win. I'd win. I did develop a crush on the boy that I fought with. But I never like approached him or anything. I wasn't even like honest about it either to myself. I was like, nah. Yeah, well, whatever. I mean, I guess he's like fun to be around, but I'd still sentence him to eternal damnation. I'd still push him into a blender. You're such a woman, Pippa. Why? Yeah, the Pokemon kid, I did not ever develop any semblance of a crush on. I hated that kid so genuinely. In hindsight, like I became like a little bit, I became like a little bit of a psychopath towards that kid. But he was such an asshole. Like, throughout the entirety of the school year, like, he would just say the most annoying shit. Like, a new Pokemon game came out. I don't even remember which one it was. But I was like all the Pokemon kids were sitting in the library at a table playing the TCG and stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, I started playing the new game. Like, it's really fun. Have you guys beat it already? And they were like, oh yeah, no, my parents haven't got it for me yet, blah, 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 yeah, blah, blah, blah. And that asshole goes, I beat the game in 6 hours. And I was like, well, I guess you didn't enjoy it very much then, did you? Because you just rushed through the game. You just rushed through the game instead of enjoying it. Fucking asshole. Fuck you, man. I don't even remember which one it is. Is it possible to beat any of the mainline Pokemon games in 6 hours? No, he didn't. Made me so mad. Made me so mad. I think he was just trying to socialize Pippa. Dude, I wanted to fucking smash his skull in with my little aluminum Pokemon games, like, briefcase. It wasn't Pokemon games. It was just, like, there was a bunch of different games. I had GBA games and DS games in there. I just wanted to fucking beat his head in. Should have called him out. Show us your save file. Should have. God. What if you wanted someone to ask to borrow it? I remember one time, was this in high school? I don't remember. Some kid came up to me and he was like, are you playing Pokemon? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, can I borrow your game? And I was like, why? And he was like, because I can get you a secret Pokemon. And I was like, okay. And I actually lent it out to him. My copy of Pokemon Black, I think, or White, something like that. And he actually brought it back with a Larvesta. He actually gave it back to me like the next day. And he was like, I got you a Larvesta or a Volcarona or whatever. And I was like, oh, thanks. I did become friends with some of my bullies. I remember one girl I got into a fight with. And there wasn't much time left in the school year, but we ended up being really chill with people, or chill with each other, like right after we fought. Yeah, it was Volcarona. Pippa once again facing no consequences. I don't think, Chad, I'm gonna be blunt. I don't think any kid ever had a crush on me. I was annoying, loud, stinky, never brushed my hair, way too arrogant. You never know. Wrong. Yeah, I was violent. Your rival had a crush on you with 10,000%. I think that kid was gay, bro. I remember one time, we didn't share that many classes together, but I had like PE during one of the classes where he was like, I don't know what class he took, but it was one of the ones where like he had a view of the back of the school. And I remember we had like jerseys or something. And I remember like after PE was done, I went to the next class that I had with him and he was like, blue is not your color. And I was like, what the fuck? Thanks, man. Fashion opinions, gay, yeah. You switched from physical damage to emotional damage. Yeah. Pippa's such a dude, she can seduce gay men. Bro, what the fuck? Look him up now. I don't remember his last name. I only remember his nickname. I remember his first name and his nickname. Your parents might remember his name. I don't think so. I don't think my parents ever met like any of my friends. His nickname was his first name followed by the word money. I don't remember how he got that nickname, but he used to like, I think he used to like sell stuff to other kids. Not like drugs or anything, but I think he would like sell gum and drinks and pencils and stuff. He was that guy, yeah. He had the goods. Yeah, he was always selling shit to other kids. I remember we had like the first school that we went to together, he had like, the school had like a shop. And I don't know how, but he would like, I think he bought stuff from the shop off of other kids who didn't want it anymore, who like regretted their decision. And then he would flip it to other kids. He's a scalper now, probably. We'll call this kid Max Money. How about that? Max Money. Junior scalper in the making. Yeah. He would like buy stuff off of other kids from that marketplace and then sell it to other kids. And I remember he would do this thing where every time he got a crisp dollar bill, he would like, how do I describe this? Like he had one hand on either side of the bill and he would like tighten the bill a few times, like close his hands and then pull it back, like tight, like show it off his, like the dollar bill. And he'd be like, it's like a villain name. Yeah, he'd snap it. He would always fucking do that. and you didn't find this man annoying. I did find him annoying. That's why we beat each other up on the playground. OMGB singer $5. Dude's probably fighting people at Pokemon vending machines. Still bitter about the app that got away? I don't think so. I'm gonna say, given his obsession with money, he probably is scalping. And bro's probably getting into fights at like the Pokemon vending machines. Also, he's gay. Chat, you guys are the second person that I ever admitted that to. I remember one time, I had a friend like from that school, and it was like the last day of school or something, and we were like walking home or something. I was like walking with her to her house, and she was like, oh, I have a crush on so-and-so. And I was like, you should not have a crush on so-and-so. Don't do that. So-and-so is a asshole bully, and you're stupid for liking them. And she was like, oh, you don't have a crush on anybody? And I was like, I guess if I had to pick somebody, it would be Max Money. But yeah. What was her reaction when you told her? She was like, yeah, I figured. Whatever, man. Whatever, man. Predictable to a fault. Whatever. Whatever. Please tell me, thank you. So your first crush was a gay guy you could beat up in a fight. Interesting. Surely this had no impact on your taste in men later in life. Unrelated.
Everybody, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Low Effort Clips. That's right, Low Effort Clips, right here on YouTube.com. Yeah, and hit the notification bell. Yeah.